Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the online class of biology, class 10. Please switch on your cameras, all of you. I can see many of you have not switched on your camera. You have joined, but you have not still switched on your camera. Please switch on your camera so that I can see you well, that you are attending the class. Because I have seen many students, they are entering the chat room and then they are switching off the videos and moving out. Please don't do that. Okay, so today we are going to start with the revision. Isn't it? Before starting with the revision, I hope most of you have submitted your copies. Isn't it? You all have submitted your copies for correction. So while going through correction, I have seen that some of you have done those questions also which I had not asked you to write in the copy. Then one more thing I had seen that many of you have started to make notes. Have I asked you to make notes? I haven't. From the beginning itself, I have never asked you to make any kind of notes. See, your book is enough. Your book is enough, isn't it? Whatever underlines you are doing in the book, that is your notes only. And from the book only you are going to study during your examination time, isn't it? In your notebook you will be basically utilizing it for exercise, for doing the exercises, isn't it? And that only will be checked, that you will be doing as a homework, and you will be submitting it to me, and that I'll be checking it, isn't it? So I had asked you in the last class that we'll be doing this chapter number 5, isn't it? Chapter number 5, I think most of you have prepared, that is transpiration, isn't it? So I'll be asking few questions. Let me see whether you are able to answer those questions or not. One thing, students, be sure that you are supposed to prepare. How are you going to prepare for the examination? You are not going to study only the exercises. Exercises are important. Okay, no matter it is important, but you please go through the chapter. First of all, you go through the chapter. Wherever I have asked you to underline the important terms and important definitions, important sentences, you need to go through all those sentences. Furthermore, you can move on to the exercises. All the exercises go through thoroughly. Okay, after doing that, then only you can say that you are prepared, because you are fully prepared to give your examination. Please go through all the diagram, this application or skill-based questions which are given now. Please go through all such kind of question. Then I had asked you to do this question number, this application or skill-based question, that is E. There I had asked you to write the answer of this question number 6. Please open that page number 71. All of you just open page number 71. So you can see here in this you can see a diagram given. Here's a diagram of an apparatus. What is that apparatus called as? It is particularly, this apparatus is called as Genong's photometer, and there is a particular process which it is demonstrating. So now question is being asked depending upon this setup, isn't it? So the first question is, name the apparatus. The answer will be Genong's photometer. Name the phenomena that is demonstrated by the apparatus. So the answer will be the phenomena, the phenomena which is demonstrated by the apparatus is to demonstrate the amount of water absorbed or water uptake by the green shoot, isn't it? Which is equivalent to, now this is very important, which is equivalent to the rate of water or the amount of water transpired. So this thing you are supposed to write. Now the next thing, explain the phenomena mentioned in. So which phenomena will you explain? You will explain the phenomena of transpiration. First of all, you will explain the uptake of water. Okay, and since you can see here in this plant, the leafy shoot that we have taken, roots are not there. So what through which organ is the water getting absorbed? Through the xylem directly, isn't it? The xylem is absorbing the water directly. So that you will write. And furthermore, you will be explaining about transpiration. This the process of transpiration you need to explain. Then state two limitations using this apparatus. So many limitations are given. Introduction of the bubble is very difficult. It is quite difficult to introduce the bubble. The leafy twig may not remain alive. Changes in the environment such as temperature, humidity, air velocity, may affect the position of the air bubble. Photometer measures water absorbed by the shoot, not the water which is lost during the transport. So first two you can write. Okay, the limitation. Then what is the importance of air bubble in the experiment? The movement as the water will get transpired, a loss of water to transpiration will be marked by the movement of air bubble in the graduated scale, isn't it? So that is the basic function of this bubble. The movement of the bubble, actual place of the bubble will determine the amount of water loss through transpiration. Got it? You have to write this in your own word. Now come to the last one. I have seen 50% students have written wrong answer. You have submitted your copies now. So 50% of the students have written wrong answer. Name the structure of in the plant which the above process takes place. So many of you have written leafy shoot. That is wrong. What is that structure through which transpiration is taking place? What is that structure? The structure is stomata. Yes, it is stomata. Many of you have said stomata, cuticle, lenticels. Okay, that can be considered, but please don't write a leafy shoot. So because the exact structure of the leafy shoot is being asked here, isn't it? So that you will be writing the answer. Okay, now I'll be asking questions. Let me see, and you will be raising your hands. You are not supposed to give the answer on this chat. Don't type unless until I ask. Okay, so I'll be going in the gallery view so that I can see everyone now, and I'll be calling out the names of all those who have not switched on their cameras. Prashant Prabhakar, Gaurav Yadav. Okay, Gaurav Yadav is the camera is very blurred. Prashant Prabhakar, Mahi, Anjali Kumari, Parul Dubey, Rashmi Priya, Mohammad Tausif, Aditya Jaiswal. Okay, Gaurav is saying that his camera is not working. So your mic is working now. So when I'll be asking, you need to give the. Okay, now I can see Mahi also. Very good. Raghuraj Shahi, Disha Chaturvedi, Kriti, Rashmi, Parul, Anjali Kumari, Somnath, Trijal, Mihika, Utsav Yadav, Somnath, Parul Dubey, Saurabh Singh, Aja, Vaibhav, Siddhant, Krish, Ayush, Satyavati, Divyansh. Many of you have, I think many of them have switched on their cameras. They have switched off their camera. Abhishek Sharma. Okay. Here's a question. Give reason for the following. What is the reason behind anti-transpirants can be used to keep cut flowers fresh for a long time? Anti-transpirants can be used to keep cut flowers fresh for a long time. 1, 2, only 2 students I can see they have raised up their hands. Is there anyone? Ashish, do you know the answer? Ashish, class 10C. Okay, Rohan. Rohan.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Rohan. Give me the answer for this. Anti-transpirants can be used to keep the cut flowers fresh for a long time.
Sir, due to reduce of transpiration. To reduce the transpiration.
To
reduce the transpiration.
To reduce the transpiration. So anti-transpirants basically will reduce the rate of transpiration. How will they reduce the rate of transpiration? By the closure of stomata, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
The stomata will be closed, the transpiration will be reduced. That will reduce the loss of water. Thereby, the cut flowers can remain fresh for a longer time, isn't it? Good. Let us come to the next question. Leaves are reduced to spines in cactus. Aryan and Ayush Srivastav. Aryan Singh.
Yes, sir.
Aryan, yes. Give me the answer for this question. leaves are reduced to spines in cactus? Do you know the answer for this?
Yes, sir.
So
Sir, so that we can lower down the rate of transpiration.
not we can. It is not. It is not.
They
The
can,
plant
they
can.
can, they can.
You have to explain what are cactus. What are cactus? Cactus are
The
what?
cactus are the desert plants which have
Plant or the plants which are
working leaves.
adapted to xeric climate, isn't it? Then,
Yes.
as you all know, that in desert or xerophytic climate, there is scanty. Okay, I can see Vajiha also today. Vajiha, where were you in the last class? Vajiha, you are laughing. In the last class, I was asking question, and you ran away. I hope you switched off the camera and you ran away somewhere. Okay, no problem. Please be ready. I'll be asking questions now from Vajiha itself. So I was explaining you. So in order to reduce the rate of transpiration through the stomata, the leaves are modified into spines. Okay, when spines will be there will be no stomata. There will be conservation of water. Then can be carried out, isn't it? Let us come on to the next one. Water droplets are seen on the inner side of very important question. Water droplets are seen on the inner inside of the polythene bag containing leafy vegetables. You may have seen sometimes when you bring leafy vegetables from the market. Okay, after sometimes you will find what you can see water droplets inside. I will ask one more question, but this question I'll be asking from Soumya. Soumya.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, because sir, those vegetables are watered, and when they transpired and they are kept in the polythene bag, so their water from the transpiration is when it is condensed and collected on the polythene bag.
Very good. Actually, what is the thing that whatever green vegetables that we are bringing, since they are green, so one thing you have to keep in mind here. Now, one question will arise that I have told you that transpiration usually takes place through the stomata that is present on the leaves, isn't it? But when we are bringing even mangoes, when you bring mangoes, they are not having leaves. So how transpiration is taking place then? Actually, in all, yes, Soumya.
Sir, they have green parts on their surface, so through their green parts, stomata is present there. That's why transpiration.
The green part of the plant is the whole of the plant in the aerial part. Wherever green part is there, okay, stomata will also be that minute portion. That stomata will also be present. So in fruits also, when you bring the green part, they will contain stomata, and through that only this what you can say exchange of gases, or you can say the removal of water will take place through stomata. Okay, so that is the basic what you can say, the reason behind it. Next question: transpiration cools the plant. Dipesh.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dipesh.
Yes, sir.
Transpiration cools the plant. Give reason behind it. How does transpiration cools the plant?
So sometimes there is a less content of water absorbed in the leaves, so the transpiration does not take properly, so it cools up, sir.
No, you have not understood the topic of what. What is transpiration? Loss of water from the aerial part of the plants, isn't it?
Yes,
Let me
sir.
ask if anybody else can explain. Then I'll be. If nobody will be able to. Shubhrat Chaudhary. Shubhrat, give me the answer for
Yes,
this.
sir. Good morning, sir.
Yes, good
So
morning.
when transpiration is a loss of water in the form of water vapor. So when the water changes into water vapor, it absorbs the heat from outside. So due to this, the plant
Not absorb
gets
heat from outside. It will absorb the heat from the surface of the plant.
plant.
But you can start the answer like this. Transpiration is a kind of evaporation, and we know what happens in evaporation. Whenever evaporation takes place, it makes the surface where the liquid is present. It makes the surface. It lowers the temperature of the surface, cools down the surface. So since transpiration is also a kind of evaporation, when loss of water will take place from the surface of the plant, thereby it will cools down the temperature of the surface, temperature of the surface of the plant. Got it? You all know transpiration is a kind of evaporation, And what is the what you can say the what happens when evaporation takes place? It cools down the temperature. You can simply take an example to understand this. When you take on your palm, you take some spirit or alcohol, you rub some spirit or alcohol, isn't it? And you stand under, even if you don't stand under the fan, when wind blows, what happens? Your palm becomes cool. It becomes cold, na? Have you ever experienced this or not? You may have experienced this, na? So why does it become cool? It becomes cool because the alcohol or the spirit that you have applied there, it has got evaporated, thereby cooling, bringing the temperature of the palm down. Therefore, you get a cooling effect. Got it? Let us come to the next question. Most of the questions in this chapter are very easy. Okay. Differentiate between, give differences. It is asking differences, not one difference. It means more than one differences you have to write. Okay. So suppose such kind of question comes. You first of all you have to see the number of marks that it contains. Suppose it contains only 1 mark. 1 mark question. Suppose each difference contains 1 mark. It means one difference is more than enough. If more, if you are knowing more, 2 differences means half marks for each difference. Okay. Or if you are having confusion, you can ask the teacher. But even if you will write 1 difference, that is okay. But suppose it is asked differences and it contains of 4 marks, then you have to write as many differences that you know. 2, 3, 4, whatever. Okay. Suppose if this differences comes in long answer, it means you have to write at least not less than 5 points. Got it? So they give differences between stomata and hydrathodes. Wajiha will give me the answer. Wajiha.
what they can.
Yes.
Why, sir?
Do you know this topic is clear or not? You know about stomata. What is stomata? You tell me what is stomata, what is hydrathodes. I will leave you.
So stomata are the guarding cells on the underleaf and underneath the leaves, or on the aerial parts of all the green parts of the plant. Aerial parts.
They are small apertures basically. Isn't it? Small openings which are found on the leaves.
Small openings.
What happens with stomata? What is the function of stomata?
Is big.
Wajiha, what is the function of stomata?
Big.
Wajiha is
There
not
am.
the word.
There am.
Wajiha is
Yes, sir.
I'm asking, I have not left you right now. You tell me what is the function of stomata?
Sir, to evaporate the water.
Read the water.
No, sir.
Loss
What I'm
of
saying.
water from the leaves or the aerial parts of the plant will take place through this minute pores, that is stomata. Okay, very good. At least you know something. Good. Snigdha, tell me what are hydrathodes? Snigdha Singh.
Good morning, sir.
Hey, Jimmy.
Snigdha,
Good morning, sir. Can you listen me?
your voice is not audible. Can you speak little louder?
Good morning, sir. Can you listen me?
So what is the function of hydrathodes? What are hydrathodes? First of all, you tell me.
So actually, it occurs from the tip of the plants, the tip margins of the leaf. The water loss is from the margin of the leaves.
Hydrathodes are specialized what you can say pores which are present basically on the margin of all leaves, all the type of leaves. All the
No,
leaves.
sir. Like those are grown in dry places,
Dry place.
shady. The moist and dry places, like.
Okay, moist and humid.
Okay.
Not moist and humid places. Basically in the herbaceous plants. Okay. These are specialized channels basically found in the herbaceous plants. Okay. You can mute yourself. I'll be asking now, I'll be moving further. Divyanshi. Divyanshi, give me the answer.
Yes, sir.
Hydrathodes. Explain hydrathodes. What are the functions of
Hydrathodes are specialized pores which are present on the margins of herbaceous plants, and through hydrothodes, the process of guttation takes place.
Yes, through hydrothodes, the process of guttation will take place, isn't it? So what actually is guttation? Guttation is the loss of water in the form of water droplets. Usually guttation takes place in the morning hours, because in the night time there is no sun, the temperature is low, so the rate of transpiration is also very low, isn't it? So the cells of the plant, they become fully turgid. Means they are so much distended, they become so much distended that they cannot hold the water anymore. Okay, so they what you can say, excrete, or they the water comes out in the form of water droplets through guttation, by the process of guttation through these hydrothodes. So this much thing you need to explain looking at the point. Otherwise, if you just write the what is stomata and what is hydrothodes, 1 point, that is enough. If 1 marks question, it is there. Now one more very important question. Stomatal and lenticular transpiration. I will ask someone who has never raised up the hand. Tanushri Singh. I can't see your video also. Tanushri Singh, please unmute yourself. Tanushri, you are not there. Atharv Srivastav. Atharv Srivastav. Shama Parveen. See, they all have gone. They have joined the class and they have gone. I had already told you students that you are being watched. You are being monitored by the teachers, isn't it? And all those who have switched off their camera, you will be finding difficulty. While your report card will be given to you, you will be in trouble. Okay, you will not get your report card unless and until you meet father. Okay, we have all these names, all these lists. The names of this list will be sent to the principal's office, and father will be inquiring you all that why are you all, after joining the class, you are not switching on your cameras. Misty Day.
Sir, stomatal transpiration takes place through stomata,
Very good.
whereas lenticles transpiration takes place with lenticles.
Very good. If one difference is very well, that is stomatal transpiration will take place through the stomata, lenticular transpiration will take place through the lenticle. Suppose it contains more mass, then you can explain about what stomata is, where is stomata found, what lenticels are, where lenticels are found, isn't it? Then you can also write one more difference, the amount of water that takes place through stomata. Which one will, through which more transpiration will take place? Through
Stomatal.
Through
Stomatal transpiration.
Through stomata. In the case of mesophytic, those plants which are having heavy canopy, okay, from those. But it will be more in the case of tall trees like coconut and all, their lenticular transpiration, because foliage is less in that case.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me one main function of sunken stomata? Akib is knowing the answer. Sunken stomata. Akib, do you know the answer? Don't nod your head. If you are knowing, you can nod your head. Akib is not knowing the answer. One main function of sunken stomata. Okay, no problem. Bhuvan Aditya. Bhuvan Aditya, please unmute yourself. Bhuvan Aditya, please unmute yourself. Simply laughing. I think he cannot hear me. Omkar Yadav, can you see me? Can you hear me? Omkar Yadav. Omkar Yadav.
Yes, sir.
Very good, Omkar. Can you give me the one main function of sunken stomata?
Sir, to reduce the rate of transpiration.
Very good. To reduce the rate of transpiration. Suppose this sunken stomata is asked, you can also explain now where it is found. Where is sunken stomata found? So it will be found basically in
Oleander.
oleander or nerium leaves, which is having a xenophytic characteristic. And this sunken stomata is covered. Sunken stomata means it is deeply situated. It is not superficially situated, but it is deeply situated within the layers of the cell. Furthermore, it is also covered with multicellular hair. So this arrangement basically prevents the loss of water through the stomata by the process of transpiration. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. Can you tell me the function of lenticels? Anadi Dubey.
Sir, not knowing.
Anadi Dubey. Can you tell me one main function of lenticels?
Sir, not knowing.
Not knowing. You were not in the class when I was explaining. Siddharth Singh, do you know the answer? Siddharth Singh. Siddhant Singh. Where is he gone? Vajiha is again gone somewhere else. Okay, only few students, I guess Prashant Prabhakar, I think he is knowing the answer. Lenticels.
So lenticels are used for transpiration. So it is present on the bark of the
They are
trees.
present on the old barks of trees. Isn't it?
Trees.
What are lenticels basically? These are open pores which are the underlying cells are in direct contact with the atmospheric air, and exchange of gases and what you can say transpiration can take place.
Lenticels.
Dipesh has to say something. Yes, Dipesh, you have to say something.
No, sir, for that answer only, sir. You asked no lenticels.
Next question. Define the following. Bleeding. Who will define what bleeding is without looking into the book? Tanushri Singh. Tanushri Singh.
So this I don't know.
Bleeding, you don't know. Mishti, and I know Mishti must be knowing. Srijan Singh.
Sir, exudation of water solution or sap through injured plant parts.
Yes, through injured or cut part of the plant. You may have seen whenever a part of a plant, either a leaf is plucked or any branch is broken, okay, or you just make a scratch on the branches, some of the plants, not every plant. So you will find either the cell sap starts to ooze out or milky latex starts to ooze out, isn't it? That
Yes.
is what called as bleeding.
Bleeding.
That is the exudation of watery solution or sap from the injured part of the plant is called bleeding. So this is the definition of bleeding. Please mute yourself, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Now let us come to this very easy question. I will ask this question from someone whom I never find to is very active in the class. Anyone? Okay. Yes, somebody is raising hand. Yes, Mansi. Mansi, tell me the name of a plant is sunken stomata. Where is Mansi gone?
Sir only.
Yes, Mansi.
Sir.
Tell me
Yes, sir.
the name of a plant.
Sir, I don't know. Sir, I don't know.
Just now we had discussed an example of a plant with a xeric adaptation. Okay, Divyanshu.
Cactus, cactus.
Cactus.
Yes, sir.
Is not having sunken stomata because the cactus does not has got cactus is not having leaves. Okay, okay, Divyanshu, unmute yourself.
The oleander.
Oleander
No.
or medium. Okay, in Hindi it is called as kaner, isn't it? that yellow color bell-shaped flower which you will find it is used in puja and all now. In the morning time, you might have seen various are collecting it. So that is Nerium. So it has got a xerophytic adaptation, and you will find it going anywhere in the wasteland. Also, you will find it going. Somebody, Aryan Singh of class 10th, he is having doubt. Please raise up your hand, Aryan Singh, so that I can unmute yourself. Where are you, Aryan? Aryan Singh. Yes, Aryan.
Sir, how do stomata close automatically at night?
How do stomata close automatically at night? A question is given here. You can see explanation is given. Opening and closing of stomata. Isn't it? During the daytime, what happens? Large amount of solutes are collected in the guard cells. Thereby, in the guard cells, what kind of solution will be formed? Hypertonic solution will be formed. When hypertonic solution will be formed in the guard cells, the water will start to move from the subsidiary cells into the guard cells, thereby making it more and more turgid. So in the daytime, what will happen? When the guard cells will become turgid, it will become distended and the stomatal aperture will open. Just the opposite thing happens during the night time. What happens? The solution inside the guard cells, it becomes hypotonic. It will not be hypertonic because the solutes will move outside. The content of the solute in the epidermal cells or the subsidiary cells will be more as compared to the inside of the guard cells. Thereby, the solutions in the subsidiary cells, there will be a hypertonic solution formed as compared to the solution or the cell sap that is inside the guard cells. Thereby, what will happen? Water from the guard cells will start to move into the subsidiary cells. Thereby, what will happen? The guard cells will become flaccid and the subsidiary cells will become distended. When the guard cells will become flaccid, what will happen? The stomatal aperture will no longer remain open. Or what happens when the cells become flaccid? It will close. Understood? This you can also go through this explanation. This can also be explained through this potassium ion exchange theory, where this potassium ion is exchanged through active transport. Okay, so the inlet of this potassium ion makes the solution hypertonic. Therefore, endosmosis will take place during the daytime and exosmosis will take place from the guard cell during the night time. And this is the basic reason for the closure of, I'm talking about closure means closure at the night time, closure of stomatal aperture during the night time. Understood? Anybody else, if you are having any doubt, you can ask, you can write in the chat, I'm having doubt, I'll be asking them. If you're having any doubt in any topic of this transpiration. See, for the next class, you will be preparing the next 2 chapters. That is absorption of water and 3rd chapter, genetics. Okay. One very important question I would like to ask to the students. Very important question. Why do leaves of some plants wilt? First of all, you can put your hands down. All of you just put your hands down. Okay. Now, why do leaves of some plants wilt during a hot day and recover in the very important question from board's point of view? It is, I have seen many times, I have seen this question being asked. This question and one more question, this transpiration is necessary. This question I'll be asking after this. Tell me, why do leaves of some plants wilt during hot day and recover in the evening? Only one hand I can see. Raise up your hands if you know the answer. Vedans, give me the answer for this.
Good morning, sir. Sir, due to excessive transpiration.
Only one line, explain it.
Sir, due to excessive transpiration of the
why excessive transpiration will take place during hot day? During the daytime, why excessive transpiration is taking place?
Sir, due to excessive heat.
Excessive heat, the temperature becomes high, the temperature rises, isn't it? Then what will happen?
Sir, then the water will be lost from the aerial parts of the plants, from leaves. Then the leaves will...
Loss of water from the aerial parts of the plant. What next?
Sir, then the leaves will become dull.
Loss of water exceeds the rate of water being absorbed by the roots, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That's the reason, na? So in order to cope that, what happens? The plants wilt, they undergo temporary wilting because they cannot cope up with that excessive rate of transpiration that is taking place. That is not equivalent to the rate of, because the water which is getting absorbed by the roots is less than the water which is getting transpired. So then that what happens? It goes temporary wilting. But what happens during the evening time, Vedansh?
Sir, then again they come flaccid. Then they again get turgid.
No. You have to explain. Okay, let me ask this someone. Srijan, do you know the answer? Why do they recover in the evening? Srijan. Okay, Dipesh is knowing. Dipesh.
Sir, because the soil does not contain enough of water to absorb.
No. Why does it? How? Suppose the plant has gone. What is the wilting? Temporary wilting. What makes it to recover in the evening? In the evening again, the leaves will become extended.
Transpiration reduces.
Yes, in the evening time, the temperature will reduce due to less heat of the sun. The sun is not there in the sun. It goes
Yes, sir.
down. The temperature goes down. The rate of transpiration also comes down, isn't it? So what will happen? The amount of water which will be absorbed by the roots will be almost equivalent or will be lesser as compared to the water that is getting transpired. So what will happen? The cells will again regain water and the leaves will get expanded. Means they recover in the evening time. That is the reason behind it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What are anti-transpirants for this question, and then I will move to that one. Soumya will give you the answer. What are anti-transpirant? Soumya. Keeps on moving actually. That is why I find it yes.
Sir, anti-transpirants are, sir, they help to reduce the rate of transpiration.
These are chemicals. You should know the name of those chemicals also. Okay. So prepare the names of the examples are given here. PMA, ABA. Even if you write short forms, that is okay. So what is PMA? Phenyl mercuric acetate. ABA, abscisic acid. So you need to keep these two. So some of the chemicals which helps to reduce the rate of transpiration. How will they reduce the rate of transpiration? By closing the stomatal aperture. Isn't it? So that is the basic function of this anti-transpirant. Now let us come to this question. Transpiration is a necessary evil. Explain. Why is transpiration called as a necessary evil? Raise up your hands. Omkar is knowing the answer. Omkar is not knowing the answer. Vedansh is knowing the answer. Soumya is knowing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Soumya, give the answer.
Sir, transpiration causes huge loss of water during summers. So the plants that when the rate of the water absorption is less than the rate of transpiration, so it causes wilting of plants, and sometimes plants may even die. So that's why it is an evil, and it is necessary, because if transpiration will not take place, then the plants, all the advantages that plants have, like cooling of the surface and etc., they will not be able to get that.
Yeah, that will not take place. So this also can be given the answer. One more thing, that transpiration cannot be stopped, because as you all know, stomata will open during the daytime. Why stomata will open? For the exchange of gases. But when the stomata is open, transpiration cannot be checked, because through stomata, continuous loss of water will take place, isn't it? That is also one point. You have explained it in a very better way, in a best way, and you can also write one point. This transpiration is a necessary evil. This was given, or you can say it indicates that transpiration is an unavoidable phenomenon. It cannot be avoided. Why it is unavoidable phenomena? Because during the daytime, the stomatal aperture is open. When the stomatal aperture is open, that why is stomatal aperture open? For the exchange of gases. But when the stomatal aperture is open, the stomatal the transpiration will take place. It has to take place. And this was given by Curtis, the name of the scientist. This phenomena was studied, and it was given for the first time by Curtis. Then you can see here various adaptation, but there are various adaptation in the plants to reduce transpiration. Can you explain 3 adaptations Three adaptations in the plant. Any three adaptations in the plant in order to reduce transpiration. Mansi is knowing the answer. Mansi. Many are searching the answer from the book. Okay, do you know one thing, students, that you have to, after your examination, you have to click the photos and you are supposed to send it to the school's WhatsApp number. After you write the answer each examination, okay, so whatever answers you will write, you have to click the photo of that immediately after completion of the answers, and you need to take the photo of that and you need to send it to the school's WhatsApp number, not your class teacher's WhatsApp number, school's WhatsApp number. Okay, this is the thing, so that your answer sheets when you will submit, that will be matched with the message that you had sent. Okay, Saksham is knowing the answer.
So sunken stomata's modification of leaves into spines and wilting of leaves.
Wilting of leaves?
Yes, sir.
Okay, temporary wilting of leaves. That
Yes.
pulling or lifting, yes, this can also be a kind of modification. But physical modification when we talk about, so what is given here now, you can write like sunken stomata, thick cuticle, fewer stomata, loss or modification of leaves, means the leaves are either absent or they are modified into spines. So any one of these you can write in your answer. Okay. Then, okay, very important question. Can you give me some disadvantages of transpiration? Who will tell me some disadvantages of transpiration? Snigdha is knowing the answer. Snigdha is knowing the answer. Disadvantages of transpiration. Snigdha Singh.
Good morning, sir.
Do you know the answer for this? Disadvantage.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Okay, you are having doubt. What is the doubt?
So major transpiration takes place by stomata or lenticels.
Major stomata will take place through stomata. In the case of those plants which are having heavy or heavy foliage, but in the case of tall trees like that of coconut, they are having less foliage, so less number of stomata. There you will find large number of lenticels. Vajiha is knowing some answer. I hope Vajiha wants to give some answer. Yes, Vajiha, unmute yourself.
No, sorry, sir. First of all, I did not left. I mean, I didn't go. I mean, I was here only.
But I did not see your video. That's why I said.
Actually, it got disconnected. So the disadvantages can be wilting because it does. I mean, say it harms the leaf.
Cause wilting, definitely.
Yeah, and then because the water gets evaporated, so for the compensation they have to absorb more and more regularly, and then
Large expenditure of energy.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Wait,
and then
okay, very good. At least you are knowing. Mute yourself. Dipesh wants to say something.
Yes, sir, that answer, sir. Sir, I can tell.
Give me the answer.
Advantages of transpiration like wilting, because in transpiration if the rate of transpiration will exceed or then the rate of absorption, then the plants will die, so it will cause wilting. And the expenditure of more energy, since we know that by the fact that 98% of water being transpired, so it requires much energy for the plants to in the extra transpiration. And stunted growth, like when water absorbs and more energy and so transpiration takes place.
So you need to write just one or two lines. Don't write in an explanatory. Okay. So this was all about now all the activities which are given. Please go through all the activities. Put your hands down. Put your hands down, and if there is anything, okay. Soumya wants to ask something. Soumya. Yes, Soumya.
Sir, that through which process means more transpiration will take place. So that depends on the plant, no? Because if tall trees are there, then through lenticels, large amount of transpiration will take place. And if
that will depend upon the plants. But basically, suppose this question comes, most of the plant that you see around you are having heavy foliage. Okay, so the general answer will be stomata only. But when it is asked for tall trees, specific question is asked, then you have to explain about lenticels. Understood?
yes.
Next, so please go through all the activities which are given in this chapter, and questions may be asked depending on those activities, although that activity also can be. Ayush Kumar, why is the video so blur? I don't know what is the problem. I can see 2 red eyes only. What kind of video is this? Okay, so I hope I should wind up the class now, isn't it? You have to prepare the things now. Please prepare this chapter well. In the next class, we'll be moving ahead. Means 2 more chapters. Means chapter number 3 and 4 will be doing the division. So this is all for today's class. Have a nice day. Goodbye.